Hey everyone! In today's video, I am sharing ideas for creating a vintage-inspired Christmas tree. I will walk you through my process for how I created the vintage look on my tree this year. I will also be sharing some final ideas for easy and simple Christmas decorating. Let's go ahead and get started. I wanted to start by sharing some of the details on my tree this year. I layered this knit tree skirt for additional texture with this basket tree color. I incorporated the same baby's breath in my tree that I used in my garlands this year, and I love the cozy glow and charm of these candles. I started out with this white garland on my tree, but you will see later that I ended up removing it. I liked the look of the tree better without it, so the final look of the tree will not include this garland that you see here. I have a mix of different ornaments. Most of them are the same ones that I used last year or ones that I DIY'd this year. I wanted my tree to be mostly creams, and I added a pop of burgundy with a little bit of burgundy red ribbon towards the end. I also incorporated some sage green ribbon on my tree as well. I usually start with my larger ornaments and then fill in with the smaller ones. I have a mix of different materials on my tree as well. Some wood ornaments, a few flocked ornaments, and also some mercury glass ornaments. To really give the tree a vintage look and feel, I added some lace ribbon. I love to add those little personal touches in my decor to make it unique to our family. This year I'm using these picture frame ornaments. I just formatted the pictures to fit in the frames using Canva. Here's a look at how the tree came together. I think that every Christmas tree that I see is special in its own way, but I really love how this one in my home turned out this year. I have a couple spaces left in my home that I wanted to style, and I thought I'd share a couple easy styling ideas with you. I always love using functional pieces as decor whenever I can. Scarves are great for adding a cozy feeling and a punch of pattern to your spaces this time of year. I am styling this one in my entryway paired with this hanging basket and a stocking. I repeated the same greenery I have in a couple other spaces of my home to help tie everything together and create a cohesive look. I am going to be using these aged antique inspired bells and weaving them into the garland that is on the dresser in my entryway. These type of accent pieces can add interest and something a little different in your spaces. I love how these bells complement the antique dresser in my entryway and really help to create that vintage style that I love. For the arrangement, I use a mix of the Hobby Lobby Norfolk pine stems, blackberry stems, and some sticks that I just picked up outside. I also added in some fairy lights. I started out with this framed print because I really loved the burgundy tones, but I did later change it because I wasn't sure if it felt too fallish or not. I am also bringing in this antique Webster's Dictionary. I love the burgundy tones on the pages of this book. Incorporating little pieces like this help to repeat the color scheme and tie everything together in your spaces. I have mentioned this before, but ribbon is my absolute favorite holiday decor piece. It effortlessly ties your spaces together and helps them to have a complete and finished look. I really loved the large dough bowl I had on my counter, but I was craving something simple and decided to bring in this white pitcher filled with Norfolk pine stems and berries. For some warmth, I have this wood bowl filled with bells and I'm adding in some ornaments. I thought this little grouping could carry me through into the winter just by changing out what is in the bowl and the candle. Finally, I have some simple shelf styling ideas to share with you. I used a few pine stems on the top shelf to bring some greenery into my sitting room space. These antique books bring in a very subtle burgundy color. I finished the look by adding in some framed prints and pinecone candle holders. I really hope you all enjoyed this video and that you got some inspiration for your home. Next week, I will be sharing my holiday home tour, and this will be my final video for the 2024 holiday season. I will see you all next week.